Okay, this is the 3-coin trick, and it goes like this. There's 2 coins. Looks like I forgot my 3rd coin at home again. Being how there's a coin shortage, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to ask anybody for a coin. So I'm only left with one option, and that is to, I guess I'm going to have to just try and make a coin here so we can do this trick like this. Let's grab another little piece here. Let's grab the final little piece here. Alright, there we go. There is our 3rd coin. 3-coin trick goes like this. Okay. Put a coin in your hand. Put a coin in your hand. That hand. Put this one in your pocket. How many's in my hand? Well, 3, because it's a 3-coin trick, you see. Let's do it one more time. Okay? Put a coin in your hand. Coin in your hand. Coin in this hand. Put this coin in my pocket. How many's in my hand? 2, 3. See, it's a 3-coin trick. Let's try it one last time. One last time. Okay? One last time. Alright. Let's put a coin in my hand. A coin in my hand. Okay. Coins up here. Let's put coins in that pocket. How many's in my hand? 3, 2. Actually, all that's in my hand, see, is 1. Just 1. Let's reach out here, grab another coin. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to fuse it to this one. So now I've got 2. I'll take that 3rd one, grab it, put it on here, and fuse that to it. So now we've got 3 coins fused together. And the reason we're doing that is because the next time I do my 3-coin trick, I'll have all 3 coins together, and I won't have to make myself a coin. 3-coin trick. Thanks. As I do some traveling with my case there, I found that, a lot of times my card boxes in there just floating around get crushed and the cards come out and everything. So I went to a cabinet shop, and I had them build me a custom card case made out of wood, and that way it won't get my cards won't get crushed. And it's been working out really well for the most part. Problem is that this one day I was getting ready to do a card routine, and I put my cards in the box like I normally do. And I came back in a little while to get my cards out, and when I got it out, there was nothing. I don't know what happened to my cards. And I looked around, I couldn't find them anywhere, and I was really getting kind of, thinking, man, I am getting way too old for this. But it dawned on me a little bit later what happened. So I just rubbed the back of my card case like this, and lo and behold, you see, what happened is I didn't realize it, is that I was actually using my invisible deck. So from that point on, whenever I, go to put my cards away or use a routine, I never use my invisible deck. I always gotta use my real deck. And so just thought I'd tell you about this little. Okay. A lot of times I'll have audience participation, and I'll give them a card. I'll take a card, and I'll take a coin, and I'll give them a coin, and I'll take a coin. And I have them follow along and do what I do. So what I do is take my coin, put it down, put a card over it, and I tell them, put your coin down, put a card over it, And then I would go press on the card. And they go, what? I go, yeah. Press on the card. Of course, they press on their card and it doesn't do anything. He says, well, let's trade cards. So we trade cards like this. And I said, press on a card. So press on your card. Well, when I press on it, it works. When they press on it, it don't work. See? My card works. You know? We go through this little routine after a while, and then I tell them, well, you know what? What the problem is they just don't have what it takes. And what it takes is, it takes a little squeaky tool. But it's a little fun prank. Alright. Well, let's do a little bit of card magic. Okay? So, start off with a deck of cards. Now, normally for me, I always find that the card boxes is always getting in my way. So the first thing I do is I get rid of them. In that way, as you can see, there's no more card box because card box ends up going back over here. So let's just take a look at things. It's a little bit of card magic here. This is a trick that is said to have fooled Houdini twice. Now, I'll show you 5 tricks along the way so you can fool your friends and neighbors. But here's how it goes. Take the top card, you turn it over. It's an ace. Turn it over. Okay. And you put it underneath the second card. Like so. And then you turn it over. So Houdini saw this, and he says, do it one more time. He says, okay. So he turned his ace over. He put it underneath the second card. I don't think we got underneath the second card. He says, now turn it over. It's an ace. He says, all right, well, that didn't fool me. The reason is that Houdini right away says, you know what? You're using 2 aces. So you can clearly see that if you turn it over, put it underneath the second card and turn it over, hey, pretty good fooler, right? I didn't fool him. So what Houdini did is he says, all right, pick a random card and put it on top. Now do it. Now do it. He says, all right. It's okay. So he says, all right. So it goes like this. So the card he picked, just happened to be an ace of diamonds. All right, it's an ace of diamonds. Turn the card over. Pull it off. Put it underneath the second card. Okay. And turn it over. And there's the ace of diamonds. And Houdini says, what? He says, wait a minute. Take it off. Let me get another random card. Just reaches in here, picks a card, says, no. Do it with that card. Says, all right. Okay. Says, turn it over. Turn it over. Put it underneath the second card. Turn it over. And there you go. That is a card trick that has said to have fooled Houdini twice. Yeah, it's pretty easy to vanish a coin, but it's a little bit harder to vanish a card. So take this 4 of hearts, for example. Okay, to vanish a 4 of hearts, like this. What was that? 4 hearts, right? 4 hearts. Little card advantage there. I'd like to show you this one. Okay. Okay, I'd like to pass this card out and have you take a look at it. So I'd pass that around like this. What this is, it's a card, and look at from the back side. It's got three holes in it. Just a regular hole that's been regular card that's been punched with 3 holes. Okay. And take a look at this rope. Okay, if you will. It's just a regular, like, little thing. There, it doesn't come apart. There's no magnets or nothing like that. And if everybody's satisfied that everything looks cool, we'll take the rope and we will put it through the card. And show you this little illusion. Alright. Now you can see what we got going on here. She got the rope, or the string, whatever you want to call it, goes here, and it goes into the middle hole, and then it'll go over to this side. So we're going to do that. Watch quickly how this goes. Okay? Alright, look at that. So going from the other side to the middle to this side, right? Now do that again. We'll send it back, just like that. And look how quickly that went. From here, 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 and back again. Now I know what everybody's thinking, right? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that it didn't go into the middle hole. But I'm here to tell you that it went into the middle hole, see? Just like that. You can see it does go through the middle hole. Little card trick. Here we've got King of Diamonds. Here we've got 10 spades, 10 spades, and 10 spades. Now the object here is going to be to try to find the king. This is how we'll do it. Okay. We'll take one of the 10s, put it in my hand, we'll take the king, and we'll put it in the middle. See that it's in the middle? I'm going to set the king down here. Put it in the middle. Okay. And we go like this. One. Twice. 3 times. Now if you're following along, where's the king? The king would be in the middle, right? Except all that's over here, you see, is just 10s. Okay. The king actually is over here. Now let's see that one more time. Okay. Let's take out a 10. Put the king in the middle. Okay. Alright. Goes like this. Alright. We'll go to 1. Okay. Twice. Okay. 3 times. Where's the king? If you're following it, it should be in the middle. Well, it's not in the middle, you see. All that's over here is just 10s. King is over here. Now let's just do that again, because there's some skeptics. Okay? Alright. Let's take out a 10. We'll put a king in the middle. Only this time, let's do it face up. Okay? Alright, let's go 1. Okay, let's go 2. And let's go 3. If you're following along, where's the king? It should be in the middle. See, except all that's over here is just 10s. See, the king is over here. Now let's do this one last time. Let's take king, 10, we'll put the king, I'll put the king in the middle. Okay, king in the middle. Let's go 1. Let's go twice. Now where's the king? Yeah, by this time everybody's wised up and they said the king is actually over here. But you see, over here is a 10 because I told you the king is in the middle. As a matter of fact, if you would have chosen any of these cards, you would have gotten it right. Because any of these cards are kings. There we go. Let's take another look at another nice little one here. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. There's no more than 4. Alright. So, these cards are wild cards. Wild cards can be any cards you want. So I just picked some cards. My wild card's an ace. Yeah, I'll make a wild card another ace. And I'll make a wild card another ace. And I'll make a wild card just a 3, just to throw it in there. So, got a 3, we'll put it on the bottom. We've got an ace on the top, and we'll put it on the bottom. Now let's see if we can change them wild cards around just a little bit. Okay, so got a 3. Okay, we've got another 3. Got another 3. Hey, and only one ace. Now the interesting thing about these wild cards, there is an ace on top. But if I wanted to reverse the order, I could put the ace on the bottom by reversing the order like this. And you clearly to see the ace would go on the bottom. Likewise, if I wanted to bring it back to the top, I reverse the order again like this. But here again, like I said, I am using wild cards. As you can see, I just want to see that actually I am using wild cards. That's how you deal with wild cards. Now again, like I said, when I first started this trick, I could make my wild cards be anything I wanted. And we had 3 aces and a 3 for my wild cards. Nice little card trick. This is a little routine called 3-card Monte. They play this in the back streets of New York City. They sucker you into it and then take all your money. You can't win it. Let me show you how it works. They'll tell you there's 3 cards. And they'll go like that. And of those 3 cards, there's a joker, there is a joker, and there is an ace. Ace is the money card. That's the card you're trying to find. So it works like this. You'll say, look, the ace is on top. Put the ace on the bottom. For $1, where's the ace? He says, well, the ace is on the bottom. He goes, no, ace is not on the bottom. Now you owe me $1. He says, well, then the ace is on top. He says, no, on top, there's no ace. Now you owe me $2. He says, well, then the ace has got to be in the middle. He says, in the middle? No, there's no ace in the middle. Now you owe me $3. He says, well, you're not even using an ace. And I said, yes, I am. Now you owe me $4. He says, I'll tell you what, it'd be much easier if you just try to find the jokers, because there's 2 of those. He says, great. The chances will be even better. So there's a joker on top. Okay, a joker on top. He says, no, I don't think there's a joker on top. Now you owe me $5. He says, well, there's a joker in the middle. Joker in the middle? No, no joker in the middle. Now you owe me $6. He says, well, you're using more than 3 cards. I says, 1, 2, 3. Now you owe me $7. I'll tell you what. Let's play for double or nothing. Okay, I'll give you a chance to get all your money back. All you got to do is just tell me what is the middle card. Looks at it and he says, well, the middle card's a joker. And he says, well, now you owe me $14. They never get it right. Don't play 3-card Monte. 3-card Monte, you can't win it. Alright, this is a little game called 3-card Monte, but I'd like everybody to play. So who would like a chance to win a nice, brand new $100 bill? I'm getting ready to give that away to somebody. Alright, so it goes like this. This is a little simple game. I need 3 people to help play it. It goes like this. Okay, I've got 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And of those cards, we have a 2 of clubs. We have an ace of diamonds. And we have a 3 of clubs. Of course, the money card is the ace of diamonds. Okay? So, follow along with me. I'll explain the rules to the game. I'm going to take my finger and put it on the ace. You can see I'm holding it. I won't let go. I'll go over here and put the ace down. Leaves my hand the 2 and the 3. 2 in the middle. And of course, I've got the 3 here. Now I'm going to clip this $100 bill to the ace. I'm going to put a clip on this one. Clip on this one. Alright. Now, the rules of the game are quite simple. You have to find the ace. But if the $100 is clipped to the ace and you find it, you get to keep the $100 bill. That's it. Very simple. Okay? But the $100 bill must be clipped to the ace in order for you to keep the $100 bill. Okay? So we follow along. Let's do it like this. The first time is practice. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you were following along, where would the $100 bill be? And where's the ace? Well, if you're following along, it would be right here. And if you would have said it was right here, you'd be right. You'd get, and whoever made the choice would get that $100 bill. Okay? Does everybody understand how the game works now? Okay? Works like that. All right. So, let's start over. Okay? All right, let's start over. So, let's go like this. I'm going to put my finger on the ace, turn it over, I'm going to put it right here. Leaves the 2 and the 3 in my hand again, like before. 2 here, I'll put the 3 here. Just like before. I'm going to clip the $100 bill there, put a clip on this one, and I'm going to put a clip on this one. Alright, let's follow along. All right. First person right there, you get a chance to guess. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, where's the $100 bill? So if you were following along, right, you would have said here? I'm sure you would have said here. Well, see, if you would have picked here, you would be wrong. And also notice the $100 bill is over here. Because you see, the ace is actually over here. Okay? So let's try that around again. Okay. Alright. So, number 2 person, you get a pick. Okay, you get a pick this time. Okay, ready? Alright. Here's the ace. Put my finger on the ace. And turn it over. Put it right here. Leaves in my hand the 2 and the 3. And of course the 3 goes here. Let me take the $100 bill. Okay. Clip that here. We'll clip this. And we'll clip this. Now if you were following closely, follow along. Okay? Where's it at? Okay. Person number 2, guess. And where do you say it is? You say it's here. You say it's here. Okay. Alright. Well, if you would have picked here, you see, what you did is you picked not the ace. $100 bill is also clipped here. The ace over here. Alright. Let's take a look at this. Tell you what, person number 3. Person number 3. Alright, this is going to be just way too hard for you. What we're going to do here is we are going to take the, let's make it easy. Let's take the 2 completely out of the picture. Let's take the 2 completely out of the picture. Okay? Alright. Let's put the 2 up here out of the way. Okay, now that leaves in my hand the ace and the 3. Let's do a 50% chance. So you have to just choose between 1 or 2. So let's take the $100 bill, flip it to the ace. Okay, let's flip it to the ace. Okay, now all you got to do is pick between 1 or 2. Okay, so follow along quickly. So, ready? 1, 2. Where's the ace? If you would have said here, see, you would have been wrong. If you said here, you also would have been wrong, because you see the ace is over here. And that's why you don't play 3-card Monte. Here, pull the card out. So, take a look at this card here. Okay, what you probably notice, if you were looking at it really close, is right up here in the corner, there's a little hole. You see it there? Okay, and watch closely. Watch closely. Watch closely. That hole over there. Okay, watch closely. Watch closely. Get the hole out of there. Watch closely. Take that hole. Take that hole completely off the card. Look closely, there is no holes in the card now. Not a little card trick. Sometimes magician has to do what's called a deck switch for lots of reasons. Sometimes they have decks that are stacked in a particular order and they're doing some routine and they have to have that order stay the same, so they need to swap it with another deck, but when they swap it, they got to swap it so nobody can see it. Let me show you how they do that. Usually what they do is they will hand a card to somebody and they'll ask them to sign the card, so they can sign like the face of the card. So let's just say they do a sign on it like that. Okay, they do a sign on it like that, and when they're done, they ask them to give the card back to them. And when they give the card back to them, okay, first thing they ask them is, "Did you see me switch the deck?" Well, a lot of people would have saw it, or possibly would have saw it, that it was done. So we had a blue deck and we had a red deck, and it's done by misdirection. So what you do is you handed out this card for everybody to, you know, for somebody to sign, and after they sign it, or while everybody's watching them sign it, they do a deck switch. And why I did it here was like this. You probably noticed that I had this thing, it's called a deck cover. So it looks like a deck. Now you know one of my secrets, or a magician's secrets, of how these are done. So while you were busy looking at the card that was signed, I would just simply go like this and move it to another deck. So there now you know how a trick is done, and you can make one of these yourselves and fool your friends. Okay? But at the same time, you see, real magicians, they don't switch a deck like that. They switch a deck that's in the box, because that's how we really do it. And at the same time, the card that they signed here, we do what's called an undo. So we undo their signature. Okay? Make sure that their signature is gone. So we do an undo at the same time. So if you're going to do a deck switch and you want to switch it out while it's in the box, okay, it goes like this. Let me give you an example. So in here, this deck is just the normal deck, as you can see. Okay. Here is blue backs, all regular cards here for this one. Now, if I was going to show you that I was going to switch the decks out, I would want to switch it with the deck. There's absolutely no way that you could deny that it was switched, and the only way to do that is to have a deck that is so different. There's no doubt it's been switched. So we do it like this. Okay, we use a blank deck, or in this case, I'm using a blank deck. Every card, every back, every card in here is blank because it's a blank deck. Okay. Now, how do we do that switch? Okay. How do we do that switch? Well, the first thing we do, of course, is just give it a little cover up like this. When you give it a little cover up like this, cut the cards, put it on top, and just like that, we've switched the deck. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay. You're skeptics, and you're probably saying, well, you know what? He cut the deck right exactly in a spot between two cards. So one card's on the front and one card's on the back. So it looks like you switched the deck. But in fact, you see, I did switch it. Every card, this was a blank deck. Every card, every back is now switched out, as you can see. Okay, it's no longer a blank deck. Now, how can we prove that we switched it? Well, over here in this deck, you see, what we think is the normal deck is not. You see, just because you see a card from that deck, that's only an illusion. It's been switched. It's only an illusion, you see. This was a regular deck, but you see, we actually did switch it out. Every card front and back is switched out with the blank deck. And that's how we do a deck switch. Yeah. Alright, sometimes, got a confession to make. Sometimes when we start our close-up card magic routine, we have to cheat. No other way to say it, but we do this behind the scenes so nobody knows. The way we do that is, before we start anything, we draw on our card box this little door. Well, it looks like this. Now, there's a good reason for that. It's because often, as magicians, when we're working our card routine, we don't know what the card is. And it's really hard to find out what the card is. So let's just say, hypothetically, somebody draws a random card. It's a Jack of Diamonds, okay? Now, we go to great extents to make sure, like this, great extents to make sure that Jack goes on the bottom. Okay? The reason that Jack goes on the bottom is because when we go to put this in the card box, we want that Jack to be on the bottom. and it goes in the card box. Now we can't see it, okay? We can't see it, but there's a reason. That's why we made this little door. And what we do is when that card's on the bottom, I'll show you here again, on the bottom there, what we do is turn the card box to ourselves, and we open up the little door to see what card it is. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. See, we open up the little door so that we can see what that card is. Here's that jack, it's on the bottom. Then we can open up the little door and see what it is. See, that's how we cheat. But when we're all done, what we do is we take our finger, and when we're done, we just wipe off the little door so nobody knows how we did the trick. Now sometimes that jack of diamonds goes in the middle of the deck. When it goes in the middle of the deck, that's problematic because now we can't find it. So here, once again, what we do is we have an X-ray card. And our X-ray card, do the same thing. It's prepared ahead of time, and it's instead of being on the bottom of the deck, it's on the top. We do the same thing. Ahead of time, we draw ourselves a little window. We draw ourselves a little window. And the reason that we draw that little window is because it's an X, like I said, it's an X-ray card. And we need to know what that card is. It got stuck in the middle of the deck, and that's what we do. You have to look and find out what that card is. And as soon as we find out what the card is, we just wipe off the little window so nobody knows how we did the trick. Thought you'd enjoy that. Here's another one. Here we have cards are pretty well mixed up. Okay, but let's really mix them up good. Let's go down about halfway down the deck or so. Let's turn these cards over. Let's use these cards. And let's mix them up like this. Some face up and the others face down. Let's do that again. Really get it mixed up good. I'm sure everybody will agree that these cards are mixed up. We got a lot of face up, we got a lot of face down. Now what I would do is I would have someone from the audience come over here, and I'll turn away, okay? I'll turn away, hide my eyes, and what you're going to do is pick any face-up card you want, show the audience, turn it face down, and put it anywhere in the deck you want, and square it up. So it would be like this. Let's just say they pick this random card here. It's a 6, and they turn it face down, and they put it somewhere. And then they square it up like this, and then they tell me it's all done. So when I come back to the deck, I go like this. I go, well, I don't know where your card is. Okay? You do. But I'm going to shuffle it once. Okay? The reason I shuffle it once is because I don't know where it is, but also you don't know where it is, right? Here they are, like this, okay? Half face up, some face down. I don't know what your card is, okay? But I do know this. And as a magician, if we just take and give this a single cut, okay, just like that, I've taken every single card turned up face down, except one card is face up. Let's see it. That would be your card. And that's how we do that card trick. I'd like to show you, this one's one of my favorites. This is a nice mini illusion, actually. Okay. Mini illusion, actually. So I've often wondered, what would it be like if I could blend two cards together? Now I know it would just be kind of fun to do. See how could, well, I figured it out. So, it goes like this. I take this queen. Okay. Put it on top of this other card here. And I am gonna blend it together. I know you're thinking, no way can you blend two cards together, but you can. See, now they're blended together. If you don't believe me, look here. Now the cards are blended together. Now, I know what you're thinking, but just like that, it's just a little illusion, you see. But we can stop the illusion at any time, just like that. Now, it's just a little trick.